Hello, I'm the nostalgia critic guy, remember it? So you don't have to. So I'll be honest, I don't know what the general consensus on this movie is. Not that I haven't seen it before when it came out in 2001, but while the critic scores are pretty low, the audience scores are actually okay. For several years I've been asked to talk about this movie, and I don't know if this is going to result in praise or dismissal, but I think it's pretty damn funny. When I said I've seen it before, I meant to say I've seen it multiple times. This really is my kind of humor. Cynical, creative, one part slapstick, one part wordplay, with a cast of memorable oddballs exploiting their most greedy and selfish parts. But admittedly, there are a few major downsides that may have contributed to the negative reviews. One is, there's a movie that's already done it, and it just so happens to be one of the greatest comedies of all time. Second, while I do love this movie, even I have to admit, the technical wording should probably be, I love the middle of this movie. It's truth in advertising. Anything around the actual rat race itself is a lot of fun. But the humor around introducing the characters, and especially wrapping up their conclusion, is incredibly painful. But what, I'm supposed to ignore 2/3 of a film giving me great jokes, memorable character moments, and hilarious sight gags from one of the directors of iconic comedies that also had all three? Well, maybe this rewatch will make me finally see the problems or love it even more. So let's jump on in and see which one it is. Let's get ready to enjoy the original Barbie movie. Let's take a look at Rat Race. So even haters have to give credit to the unique opening title sequence.
Get up on the arch and the rat and the rest. Get up on the arch and the rat and the rest.
I like how the cast is so equally funny they decide to list them in alphabetical order as opposed to top billing. Now I am wondering how many lawyers got on the phone to encourage a lawsuit from these guys. Please don't, I could be next. The film opens introducing our large cast of characters in Vegas, starting with Nick, played by Breckenmeyer, checking out a hotel, hosting a friend's bachelor party.
No, I didn't watch any movies.
Afro Horse.
Afro Horse?
Sounds like if Scott Adams wrote Hidden Figures.
Afro Horse, 4 o'clock. Afro Horse, 5:30. It says in the morning you watch The Grinch for 10 minutes and then switch back over to Afro Horse.
Okay, to be fair, if you started this movie, you'd switch over too. In fact, I'm shocked it's not in the movie.
How many times did you watch it?
None.
This bit goes on way too long, as does the intro of scam artist brothers named Dwayne and Blaine, played by Seth Green and Vince Filou, as they're trying to get in an accident so they can sue the hotel. Alright, so while it is impressive that stunt woman is literally throwing her all into it, the timing on this is all awkward. I think it would have worked better if she slipped and we just saw the reactions mixed with sound effects of what she's crashing into. Like, you have to use your imaginations of how painful it was.
Excuse me, I'm a lawyer, Gloria Allred. They're gonna pay for this.
Though, okay, that's pretty great. Luck isn't the biggest factor for a former ref named Owen, played by Cuba Gooding Jr., who made a false call while going in overtime.
That's it. All right. That's tails. No. It's that was tails.
That joke's okay, but honestly, I like the one before. That'll probably get a few collar tugs.
Miss, sorry. I thought you were a woman.
I am a woman.
We're on that one, haters of the new Scary Movie trailer. Don't jump to conclusions. This guy's like, hey, I'm suddenly attracted to you.
You haven't seen her for 27 years?
No, not till today.
In one of the slightly odder setups for the characters, Whoopi Goldberg plays a mother who's told by a psychic where she can find her long-lost daughter, Meryl, played by Lonnie Chapman.
Lucienne, she's my psychic. She's the one who told me to come look for you.
Again, it's a little awkward and even kind of pointless, as they could have just known each other already and been visiting Vegas. It would have been fine. It wouldn't have changed much. But I will say this bit of Meryl taking a business call in the middle of the meeting for the first time is pretty good.
Do it! Just shut up and get it done!
It's okay. I carry extras.
It's almost like even the bad moments have like one good thing that works in them. We see John Lovitz and Kathy Najimy as Randy and Beverly. I just realized a third of this review was only going to be introducing the characters who are on vacation with their kids.
I'll see you guys later.
Wait, watch. Yeah.
Ooh. That's gotta hurt. Honey, kids need ya.
That almost worked. It just needs to be trimmed a bit. Like, how about...
Honey, kids need ya.
This intro isn't the worst. It just needs to be tweaked. With that said, little touches can also make a scene with really nothing to it pretty funny.
For $1.
I still, to this day, whenever I see something too expensive, go, $1? All the main characters end up winning a token that invites them to a free lunch and a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Everybody meets up and finds out about each other, including how Blaine has a tongue piercing he did himself, making him unable to talk.
You should sue somebody.
Oh, yeah, I have.
What?
Say he did it himself.
Just like how he picks his film roles by himself, maybe not the best. They're introduced to Rowan Atkinson playing Italian Mr. Bean, which I know I'm not the first one to make that joke, but there's no better description.
What a beautiful party. Little cock doggies.
I guess he's a little nicer than Mr. Bean as he enters the race, seeing it more as a playful game, so alright, I'll concede and say he's Mr. Bean mixed with Creepy Mario. How about that?
Thank you all for coming. I'm Donald Sinclair. I own this hotel.
John Cleese plays Donald Sinclair, an eccentric millionaire by his own definition.
I'm eccentric.
I immediately love this character, who tricks him by saying there's a meteor heading for Earth.
I built a bunker in the basement of this casino. When this is over, it'll be up to us to repopulate and re-civilize the planet.
And seeing how we only have 2 women, admittedly I could have done the math a little better. He of course reveals it's a joke, but lets them know the real reason they're there. To compete in a race for $2 million in a locker in New Mexico, while other millionaires bet on them. It's like Squid Games, where people don't have to die, but it's not unencouraged.
Ah, this is my attorney, Mr. Grisham, who tragically was born without a personality.
Cleese's addition really is when the movie turns on, and I'm sure that's in no small part that they design and make him act like Mr. Beast turned into Donald Clamp after putting on the mask.
Silver City, New Mexico.
Gold Rush.
Quite right, Nick.
I think Nick should be our captain.
In downtown...
That line wasn't that funny, but that reaction saved it. It's like he was realizing he has to compete with Britain's other classic sitcom a-hole.
Go! Go!
The actors admitted one of the most fun things about the film is that everyone had a background in comedy. So they know when something crazy, like Cleese shooting a gun happens, everyone's gonna have a unique, different reaction, which makes rewatching it pretty fun. Also interesting enough, this is the first film to have 2 Black Academy Award winners in it. Even though Google AI says it was trending day despite this film coming out first. This caused me to ask Google AI why you're so racist, resulting in a surprisingly not funny answer, so I went back to writing the review.
You're not going for it.
No.
At first it looks like no one is interested, but when they all say they're not going to take the elevator, instead take the stairs back to their rooms, their mistrust becomes a great motivator. Yes, if Stanley Kubrick truly wanted to capture the authenticity of the year 2001, he would have replaced Richard Strauss with Baha Men. Randy tries to convince his family without actually telling them what's going on.
This is a real job, I swear.
I love New Mexico. Honey, we'll go with you.
No!
Why not?
Your animated sitcom did better than mine, and that might hinder their choice! Italian Mr. Bean seems to be in the lead when...
Well, he must be narcoleptic. It's a rare sleeping disorder.
I bet on him! Sleeping.
As someone with chronic fatigue, I am very offended by... Oh, it's narcolepsy? I don't have that. You can make fun of it all you want.
Where the hell's the airport?
I'll just say it. These 2 are the funniest characters. As demonstrated when they're the only ones who can't get a flight to New Mexico. And they tried to destroy the tower. But in Soviet Russia, tower destroys you!
Wait! Wait!
Both their big slapstick action sequences use perfectly chosen classical music like in The Hall of the Mountain King, which goes from comedically bouncy to epically chaotic so naturally it perfectly sums up these 2. It's also amazing that this character has one joke. He can't talk, yet they use it so effectively that it's 10 times funnier imagining what he's saying than if we actually understood it. If you don't find that one of the funniest reactions in movie history, you will never find love because you can never understand joy. Everybody finds different ways to get to New Mexico, as it looks like Owen gets a cab driver who recognizes him from the game.
Son of a bitch! Where's that whistle? Give me that goddamn whistle! Wait! I wanna shove it up your ass!
Well, this is a switch. Usually it's Cuba Gooding Jr. taking the pants off.
Give us whatever car's parked closest to the door. Ask about insurance.
Would you be interested in purchasing liability insurance?
Welcome to every future phone conversation with every business, minus it being a person. Nick is the only one who throws his locker key out and instead hits on a pilot named Tracy, played by Emmy Smart.
Excuse me? I don't have any quarters.
No, I never do this, but...
Did we go on a road trip with Tom Green together?
It's 2001, everybody has.
I'm Nick Schaefer.
Tracy Fawcett.
In most comedies back then, a forced romance was usually pretty corny and awkward, but these two have pretty damn good chemistry. Not as much chemistry as Nick finds he has with $2 million when he discovers she's a helicopter pilot, and because of that, she's the only one flying to New Mexico.
Nobody else can fly, but you can fly.
Do you need a ride?
They said Vegas has a lot of homeless people. Randy's trip with his family gets stressful when the daughter says she has to go to the bathroom, and he says he can't stop.
I hate you!
All right, nobody look. All right, I'm gonna turn on the radio, honey, so nobody can hear you.
Never forget this!
So that's not anything too funny, but the follow-up when they cut back to him?
How fast was I going?
That is freaking hilarious. It's great piecing together what happened without being told, and then him going on the off chance of not only the cop being gay, but he'd be attracted to, well, John Lovitz. It's just some great layered joke telling. Sure, we could use a third Oscar winner in this.
Squirrel? We're looking for the interstate. Oh, 50!
Kathy Bates plays, here's a stretch, a crazy woman. But again, to her credit, she plays it pretty great.
Tell them about the shortcut. Oh, thank you, Bucky. What's your name, pretty lady? Do you or do you not know where the interstate is?
Well, of course I do. I'm not retarded.
I'll take things Kathy Bates probably wouldn't say now for 200. She gives them directions, but let's just say she doesn't take rejection well.
Slow down! I can't!
I also would have accepted a row of hanging heads serving as squirrel feeders. Randy's family isn't doing much better as his wife forces him to stop by the Barbie Museum. And I do mean force.
You need to stop the car.
No!
Will you please stop?
At first I was like, why would anyone headbutt somebody for a Barbie museum? But the more I thought about it, that's kind of what makes it funnier. Why would anyone headbutt somebody for a Barbie museum? The Barbie Museum, however, is not exactly what they expected.
Klaus Barbie, sometimes known as the Butcher of Lyon. Let the Jew revisionists talk about their death camps and so-called crimes against humanity.
Hey, as long as there's no other H word or other N word or 1/4 of that symbol in there. YouTube can't demonetize me for this. When Blaine and Dwayne see their family car and sabotage it, the family decides to improvise by stealing the car of the other H word. But when they accidentally anger a passing bike gang, the bikers attack, resulting in him getting his mouth burned and his upper lip stained. What happens next I can only describe as the most organically forced punchline in the film. Somebody worked overtime to figure out how to make that joke work. Meanwhile, Nick convinces Tracy to give her a ride, not telling her the real reason why yet. She says she wants to say hi to her boyfriend on the way there, but discovers he's cheating on her.
Okay.
Did I come at a bad time, asshole?
Again, in a lot of comedies at the time, the love interest would be, well, just the love interest. But they really let Smart have fun with her reactions. Meyer's goody two-shoe personality is also a great contrast.
Open it!
You know what, Tracy? I'm actually not comfortable.
Open it!
Okay.
All right, I'm Superman. I can still kind of make this color palette work. Also, man, is the musical score in this funny. It sounds like the choir from Lord of the Rings if they were jilted Valkyries ready to impale some testicles. All this builds up to a pretty great final line from the boyfriend.
That's it, Tracy. You and I are through.
Well, he saved face. Nick eventually tells her about the $2 million in the locker. Not sure if I would if I saw how our last relationship ended. And I don't know why, but this line that technically doesn't make a lot of sense strangely kind of feels right.
My grandfather used to say, good things take time. Great things happen all at once.
I can't figure out if it's really smart, really corny, or smartly corny. She eventually agrees as Owen tries to convince a bus driver to give him his clothes, saying that his wife is having a baby.
The jacket! Oh, the jacket! And your pants. My pants? Placentia cervical. Oh, God.
This is another scene where the writing is okay, but it really comes down to how panicky Owen is and how much that panic overrides the driver's common sense.
And hat. My hat? Why my hat? For her, vagina.
I just love it when a movie goes, we're gonna lose our minds for a moment. Feel free to join us. On that note.
Our next stop, I Love Lucy convention in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Which, by by the way, I found out is kind of a thing. Italian Mr. Bean wakes up and is accidentally hit by a driver played by Wayne Knight.
I saw the whole thing. I'll be right down.
Oh, shit. Gloria Allred.
She a gambling addict? Is that why she's always there? He offers to drive in to make up for the accident, which leads to not really the best setup.
Guess what I got back there? It's a heart. You want to see it?
Are we allowed?
Just take a peek. One peek. What could happen?
Well, this feels like a very natural thing to do. I wonder if that open window is going to play a part in anything. Honestly, this whole bit is pretty slow and awkward, but there is an unexpected escape when the driver thinks of killing him to replace the heart.
Look, a drifter, let's kill him.
Son of a...
I gotta give credit, I did not see that coming. While trying to make a copy of the key so the brothers can split up, the locksmith hears about the money and tries to go after it himself, resulting in a chase that, again, is so hilariously forced while playing classical music that there's naturally a beauty to their staggering incompetence.
I
got it!
The way they get these characters in and out of a car, a balloon, and even somehow work in a cow is pure slapstick silliness that works because the reaction of these characters are just so great and so vulnerable. By God, I love it whenever Blaine cries. That part's pretty dumb, though. And that. The fishing payoff with his brother flying through the air, though, is comedy nirvana. I don't know the math of why that angle at that speed makes me laugh so much, but it deserves to be studied. Here's another bit that probably doesn't age great.
There's a bathroom in the back.
The latch is broken.
You ain't got nothing the other Lucys haven't seen already.
Not necessarily.
Okay, if he was turned on at first, that maybe something could work, because straight guys are grossed out by dicks. We think they're disgusting, that's why we draw them everywhere. Haha, isn't that funny? It's so gross, but it's just a dude in a dress. Were Bugs Bunny cartoons like Sleepaway Camp to you? I don't follow. He accidentally crashes the bus, resulting in him telling the truth, resulting in a tide of Lucy's. Kinda looks like I already made a joke about it. I should move on. There's a long, drawn-out scene where Sinclair's helper named Grisham, played by Dave Thomas, propositions a prostitute with his weird fantasy.
We get into a jacuzzi filled with Pepto-Bismol. I clip your toenails. You shave my buttocks.
Like I said, it probably goes on too long, but the payoff is pretty good.
$3,000.
Okay, come on, 3,000.
I know it's gonna sound weird, but this actually plays a big part later. Meryl and her mother stumble across the testing of the world's fastest land rocket. Yeah, this is a Looney Tunes cartoon, and I am all here for it, as they pretty hilariously pose as models showing it off.
What is the current land speed record?
It would be 742 miles per hour, but we hope to have a new record today.
Gentlemen, I intend to cover the measured mile in approximately 12 seconds.
They ride off, basically being turned into the clumps as Randy tells his family the truth.
So we can still win, but we have to leave now.
Dad, it's been a living hell.
I don't believe for a second they would turn this down. If most kids went through this and they were told there's a PS5 at the end, they'd say hell yeah. And the cash is enough to swim in a pool of PS5s.
Chocolate shakes all around.
Randy ends up drugging them because everyone in this is a psycho as Dwayne and Blaine flirt with some women on the road. Okay, any music in this that's not classical or the film score is a little too 2001. This is what would play in a trailer for Robin Williams' comedy about discovering the wonders of humanity. Of course they did that! They end up crashing in a monster truck rally with one of the all-time great slow-mo shots. Not since the climax of The Visit has suspense and comedy been so equally balanced. And they end up stealing a truck for themselves. This results in everybody getting to the money at the same time, and I really like the fact that, if you think about it, everybody has slowdowns, but they also have means of transportation that goes a little faster than everyone else, so it actually is pretty easy to believe they would all get there at the same time. When they arrive, though, they discover the locker is empty.
Vicky, you let go of this bag!
The hooker is taking the money!
Told you that would bizarrely come back!
She said she liked me, but I'm beginning to think she was only interested in the money!
Alright, admittedly, not a great start to this climax, but it is zany enough it could work. I mean, the balloon with the cow returns to stop them, that's not bad. But Then they chase the money down to a benefit concert.
Now that is one hell of an entrance.
Whoa! It's Smash Mouth!
Few lines in cinematic history have ever destroyed a film's momentum more effectively than, "Whoa! It's Smash Mouth!" To this day, if I ever see a forced out-of-place cameo in something, I go, "Whoa! It's Smash Mouth!" And as you may have predicted, this is the literal beginning of the end. Smash Mouth is performing at a charity event, thinks they're donating the money, and every single one of them hands it over.
Ustedes son como los 12 discípulos.
She said, "You are just like the 12 disciples."
So okay, some of their faces seeing the starving kids is a little funny, and a few of these characters I could see actually doing that. But not all of them. Hell, I don't even think most of them. This is totally out of character. Nobody who played with a donated heart, attacked a man with a chopper, drugged their family, and destroyed God knows how many lives and jobs would do this. I'd rather watch the blooper that goes on for like 10 minutes of them just laughing at how ridiculously sappy this is.
Mommy's one young. From Evan. From Evan. Mommy's one from heaven. Starving children.
Just burning film.
Literally just cut to that. Don't finish the rest of the story, and I feel like that would still be more fulfilling. Even Sinclair has to be punished, so they say he's matching whatever is donated. Which the Duke gave away $2 million like it was $2. I don't think this is that big a sacrifice.
Somebody once told me.
Smash Mouth sings All-Star because what else are they gonna do? And you're there wondering what everybody is wondering. Do people know this song was from Mystery Men and not Shrek?
I know!
Oh, well, did you know when Viggo Mortensen kicked his helmet in 2 towers, he actually... So yeah, the beginning and the end suck, but I don't know, the rest is pretty entertaining to me. Not all the jokes work, there's an occasional clunker, but besides the ones that do, mixed with the out-of-the-box setups and funny, selfish characters, when they actually are funny, selfish characters, equals a big recommendation for me. Is it Mad Mad World? No. Is it one of the great comedies? No, but it is funny most of the time, and has memorable jokes people are still talking about over 20 years later. It's a bad appetizer with a bad dessert, but the main course to me is still hilariously worth the meal. I'm not a nostalgia critic, I remember, so you don't have to.
Whoa! It's Smash Mouth!